All right, who else wants to jump in and add to that?
And
I can.
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Jennifer. You got it.
I have been helping my clinic write our protocols as well. I have a little bit of experience with things because I also have my master's in public health, so that's been very helpful through all of this. So we're doing the same thing as many other people. We're, doing all communication over the phone. The technicians are going out to get the animal after all the communication has been made. And they're taking off all of their leashes and collars, and we're using our own slip leads to take them, and then bringing them straight into a room, do everything we need to do. And then the doctor calls the client, talks over the phone with the client, and then the receptionist takes payment over the phone, and then the animal's brought back out to the car. We have specific protocols for animals that have not been in contact with anyone known to be positive or exposed. And then I don't think we've had to use these protocols yet, but we do also have protocols written for those essential services, emergency services for an animal that may have been exposed. And we're using more PPE for those cases. Trying to keep in mind through all of this to try to limit our use of PPE as well. Because our state is at a shortage and really calling for trying to reduce our use. The hard part with all of that is also dealing with all the fear around this and trying to reassure our staff, about using proper protocols and how PPE really works and what's effective and what's not. A lot of our masks, we have to keep in mind, are really designed to protect the patient and not the person wearing them. And also for people to wear that are infective, so they don't spread when they sneeze or cough. So not that we shouldn't use those things in certain circumstances, but we also have to know their limits and to not get too comfortable when we're wearing them, and remember to wash our hands, and to try to not touch our face. So those are all really important things to keep in mind. And we're also, because of the shortage of PPE and trying to reduce the spread, we're trying to limit our appointments to those cases that absolutely have to be seen. And those patients that are in pain, or, if I'm seeing a routine dental, I'm gonna put that off, a non-extraction type of case, and I'm trying to put those off.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing that, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Hey, Brett, we have a question here.
Yeah.
Which is, does the tech change again once she gets back into the building or consult room after picking up the pet from the owner?
Great question. What are you guys doing?
Was the question changing like gloves? Is that the question?
It didn't specify. If you could tell us, Stella, you mean?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, are you wearing gowns? Are you wearing gloves and mask once you go out? Do you just disinfect once you get back into the building, or do you change all of the PPE?
We are not actually wearing full PPE when we go out to get a pet if they've not been exposed. If there's no known exposure or no infection, then we are allowing the techs to wear masks if that makes them more comfortable, because they have to get into that 6-foot space. But other than that, it's just, trying not to touch your face with unwashed hands and washing your hands as soon as you're done.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thanks.